I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings.
The things I do to complete a contract. Being leashed by the Order once was quite enough. Being leashed by the Order once was quite enough. Junk. Boring. Nice haircut, Smiley. Well, that explains the smell, anyway. Rubbish.
Did you expect a needle?
Soon as we get to Fort Joy, it'll be time to have words with this Boris fellow.
The Magister Guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps. You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
Wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose your words carefully. My fist. Clever story. I should have known there'd be trouble.
So much for a peaceful stroll.
The prisoner's eyes meet yours. He speaks not with gratitude, but with gleeful malevolence.
Ah, freedom! And I can set you free in return. Say your
have to gain by killing me. I'll have to keep my guard up.
Empty. Empty.
No key, no problem. And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
Empty.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, in the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. The good ship Merryweather. But you can stand at ease there, Private. You do realize you're not in the army.
Index fingers pressed to her lips. She pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing
My word. You do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure. Is he? Oh well.
She frowns and...
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of milk. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable, for your own peace of mind, of course.
Bloody murder. Looks like someone's hit the Hall of Echoes a little early.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. Aren't you enterprising? I'll let Waters tell you now. Go ahead. She with the body.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this. Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for... We'll find out who did this.
She looks up at you with a mirthless...
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even... You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, there wouldn't be a Magister. It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open and bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Thanks.
She's a really good singer. I'm better, though. Listen.
Ah, there you are. Husband. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly alert. How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madam Joseph... What? What's so...
Her pinched face cracks into a...
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and get, and maybe I'll...
She turns to you, dark-eyed...
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? You presume right. Nope. Trying not to find anything out, either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better. Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes, as quickly as they came...
Good luck, Chief.
You look like my daddy. His name is...
We just skipped to the part where I reassure you and you shut up.
Name? The Divine Order wants to know.
Insufferable, surely.
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrammy, we're trying to catch a killer here.
Quiet long enough for me to listen.
Come on, please, Losa.
A no doesn't become a yes over time.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like. Rolling dice, deciding fates. Don't worry, honey.
She looks you up and down.
Never say never, though.
She eyes you quite...
Not I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last.
She gives your arm a vigorous...
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, it seems you and another elf engaged in an only rather more vigorously.
She pats you on the...
There. I don't...
The Magister starts. The Magister's face...
It is you. Ifan Ben Mesd. I remember you. You were my captain's commander, way back in the...
The Magister's eyes...
I always knew you'd end up down low. Lower even than us nobodies in the... And Fort Joy, you're about to fall further than you thought possible. Happy land.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite. I spent my life singing for my slave. Meanwhile...
Well.
The lizard look... All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin.
Now then. On to the set. Oh, on then. So, as per your... I offer you my sincerest congrat... Of course you accept. Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your...
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
Here to register, sir. Good. Magister Williams is just about done with you faring okay so far. Glad to hear. You head on in.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
How dare you classify this slop as food?
You one of them? A Divine Order loyal? They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no...
Your Majesty, turnips and water are all...
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. He raises an eyebrow as you approach.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
He turns his head toward...
You look like a boy to me. Listen, if you're interested. Or get the shit.
A wave of sound.
And?
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce?
Then you're not listening hard enough, mate. Go.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a...
I didn't do nothing, okay? It was one of them. One of your people. Human.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen
I didn't do
more
nothing,
appetizing
okay? It was...
plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make.
I didn't do nothing, okay? It was one of them. One of your people. Human.
I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to...
A young magister stands...
So, anything interesting for me? I'll take that as a no.
The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way.
What's your job? You look like a...
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
Take it easy, Chief.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
Like I said,
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep...
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He reaches out and...
Fascinating.
He sits back.
I am... My book is in my...
He grabs him.
No, they are... Oh, you have my... Perhaps I should demand the same...
Creep with those bubbles trained on her. And if she creep with those bubbles trained on her. And if she tries to run, shoot to kill.